Christians are called upon to tell their stories, to tell how they discovered Jesus in their lives and the difference he has made to them. This is what the first apostles did after Jesus had ascended back to his Father and he had sent the Holy Spirit to guide and inspire them. But over the years, I've had a bit of a problem with some people's stories of their conversion to Christianity. It's not that I doubt any of their accounts, not at all. It's just they don't resonate with me or my experiences. I'm talking about the people who were involved in all kinds of evil doings or addictions or hateful prejudices and the like, but following their conversions live out completely different and almost blameless lives. My problem is that I feel I was never as bad as them before conversion, and most definitely not as good as them after conversion. This just isn't my experience, and I suspect isn't the experience of most of us. Most of us probably came to Christ in far less spectacular ways, and perhaps subtly and over a longer period of time. This was certainly the case for me. I had had an interest in the Christian faith since my early teens, but didn't see any connection between the church I attended and the faith I read about in the Gospels. So much so that I joined the Labour Party instead, because I thought this was a better way to establish a more just, fair and equitable society. How wrong I was. In the Labour Party, I found just as much, if not more, self-seeking, racial prejudice, misogyny, jealousy and plain old greed as I had in the church. So I returned to the church, and gradually over time I began to reconnect with the gospel as I had perceived it. Eventually, this led me to the conviction that far from distancing myself from the church, I should become more a part of it. I went forward to seek whether the ordained ministry was the right path for me. Much to my utter amazement, I was accepted for training, and life and discipleship went on from there. One of my earliest supporters, apart from my wife Chris, who has supported me throughout this journey, was a guy called Rex Barnett. When I was a young lad, Rex used to take me to see Leicester City Football Club play, a passion which has stayed with me for over 60 years. And when I began my journey on the road to ordination, Rex was encouraging and supportive throughout. Since then, I've been fortunate to meet many inspiring and illuminating people who've given me hope and inspiration in my journey. People like Dean Edward Patey, Archbishop Michael Ramsey, Bishops David Shepherd and David Jenkins, to name but a few. So my Christian story is nothing spectacular, nothing dramatic, but in its own way, extraordinary. That's my story contained in a nutshell. Why not tell someone else your story?